From Isleta, we're here for the title matches of today's JBT event. Scratch ahead of handicap, so we'll begin with them. Harley Swaggart looking to break an all-time title tie with Jacob Buttriff and win his 33rd, but boy, has he got his hands full with newcomer to us, at least, Gabriel Siegel. This is the 7th frame already. Harley's working on a strike and really needs the double, and he gets it. The 4-pin's a little off spot on 13. That makes it a little harder for him to strike, but that rack he gets to mix up, catch a double, and stay alive in this match. But his opponent is throwing the ball very well. This is Gabriel Siegel. He's from Denver, usually bowls on the Mile High Tour. Similar concept to us. Hello to our Mile High cousins. Yet another two-hander, really fluid style. A lot of our younger handicap division two-handers could really look at this guy's form, as he really posts that follow-through nicely and crushes 10 in the pit right there. He's got 106 through 5th, which is good for a 22-pin lead, which he can re-extend to 32 if he can strike here in the 8th. Good turnout today, fun day. Classic format, double points on the line. Always amps up the pressure of the atmosphere just a little extra bit. With the double points Harley gets today for first or second, he will now enjoy a 6,000 point lead over anybody else. He's worried about winning this match right now. He doesn't care too much for that. Big shot here for Siegel in the 8th. Flex. Get that 10. Oh man. So he uses a different ball with a tighter line on the left-hand lane because he simply can't get as far left as he can on the right-hand lane because there's obstacles. It's almost like, AKA a big giant wall. This is sort of the old wall that they had on Morongo on lane 13 before they moved the wall further out. But it's not that big a difference to these guys bowling on the wall on 13 because on every other left side of the pair you got a giant gate, which might as well be a big old wall as well. A right side corner pin should be hard for a righty, but that's not a problem for Gabriel because all he does is whip out the old two-handed backup ball and shoot a 10-pin like a lefty would. Doesn't run into double trouble with the gate and converts it nicely. I assume he always does it that way. These kids, so many of these guys can do the backup ball and the regular hook ball. I can't, my wrist hurts watching it. And so many of them do it so well. Harley's been doing this JBT thing so well for a long time now. He's gonna try and scratch his way back into this match. Gotta get that ball to hook, but it just labors at the break point. Harley's about to trip over the chair in disgust. Clifford Robbins taking on Michael Newland over there in the handicap division. They are just getting started. Clifford will bowl the U17 against Dio later on. Elizabeth Romero already won the girls scratch today over Lauren Jaramillo. Harley's bowled very well all weekend, but he's still struggled a little bit on both patterns this week and with the ball wiggling at his break point. Yesterday they were really slick down lane and Harley left a bunch of 3-pin combinations and it looked a lot like what you just saw there in the 8th frame, unfortunately for him. He can now max for 201 and he's going to need it because Siegel going at a 206 pace will just have to hold count if Harley can do that. First things first, strike here in the 9th. I thought he was going to leap over that wall, go right out the door.
Right to the bar.
Right to the bar. Don't mean to giggle at his misfortune, but listen, this is a guy that is a stone cold threat to make every single title match every time he bowls. So it's not like he won't be back and win a whole bunch more and will be all conference bowler of the year, etc., etc., etc. But he would I'm sure like to drop a quick text message off to Mr. Buttriff saying gotcha, and it's going to have to wait 6 more days. And a much shorter drive for him too. He'll be in Phoenix next week, his adopted home city, for his collegiate time at least. Well, Siegel's got himself a stay clean free ride to his first JBT title to go with his 4 Mile High titles I'm sure plenty of other wins. Boy, he gets two things to happen. His ball wiggles at the break point just like Harley's, and B, something dropped dead vertical down onto the rack. Now what on earth that was. Well, if he happens to miss this, he would still have to mark and get good count in the 10th. As bleak as it looks for Harley, just one little hiccup from an opponent, and you can get a second life, which you do not want to give to Swagger, that's for sure. That's nicely done, though. Right back in New Mexico in 2 weeks in Las Cruces. New Mexico doesn't get a lot of tournaments in the fall and early winter because of high school bowling, so they kind of get backloaded on the calendar with a lot later in the year. And it's the reverse in some other of our conferences. 9 out would do it. 8-1 would do it. Pretty good spot for Gabriel here. That will most certainly do it. Boy, we've had a lot of long-time JBT bowlers break through for their first career JBT titles. This guy's been bowling JBT for all of 24 hours. He breaks through for a first career title. Mile High, I ceremonially bow to you for the week. Good bowlers, obviously all over the country. It always spices things up when you get someone else. That ball just skidded 60 feet. He found a good look on this pair and rides it to win number 1. And that's that strike ball that did it for him. Yesterday he was well out of the cut and shot 260 the last game to get into the cut. Today he was hovering near the number and shot 279 just to get into the second round. Then 269 at the end of the semifinals to jump up to the number 2 seed. And roars with 252 in the title match for the win. He said he wanted to be on YouTube.
Hi.
You got the win on YouTube, brother. There you go. Nicely done.
Yeah, say hi. Say hi to Nathan and Zach.
Yeah,
Say all your highs. You know how it goes on camera.
Hey, hi, Debbie. Hi, Zach.
Go on, go on.
That's it.
That's it? Nobody
Carl,
else?
Debbie.
Carl.
There we go.
Debbie.
Very good. And she's telling you everything here. She's shooting the lines. All right.
Debbie.
And everybody else.
Zach.
Oh wait, there's more, huh? Mom?
Everybody I know.
All right, there we go. Well, Harley should just be a barrel of laughs for the first few hours of this lady's 12-hour drive coming up.
She's sleeping.
Between Harley and gloomy Gus here, this should be just a...
He's over it now.
I know he's over it now. He's had a few hours to reduce that all. Well, the 7-pin just kind of giggles there and falls down at the end. Tough title match for him, but obviously he will be back dozens more times. We love him. The bar is about to love him. And Gabriel Siegel loves Isleta. Win number 1. Clifford and a new bowler over in a handicap going at him. Make sure to watch part 2 for that.